And that there, without a doubt, is one of the most remote waterfalls in Australia. And we made it. Some really big schools of mullet coming through. I've grabbed the little 6-foot cast net that one of the boys has on the yak. Successful haul on the cast net. 1, 2, 3 big mullet. So every day it really is our job to catch protein. We're chewing up so much energy, and on these trips we're really confined with what we can fit into the kayaks. We're literally traveling with condiments like curry powder, paprika, salt, pepper, cinnamon, nutmeg, a couple of curry pastes, and rice and flour. Other than when we're on the bigger traveling days, a few muesli bars and lollies to keep the sugars up. Depending on where you're from really mightn't mean much to you. Might not be that spectacular. You're like, oh, it's a couple of small mullet, you know, who eats mullet? Tell you what, it is an extraordinary feast, and I'm just so chuffed that we're eating mullet. We've been scaling them, keeping the skin on, and putting them in a light bit of flour and grilling them up. Got 4 here. Hopefully that's enough to satisfy us till this evening. G'day and welcome back to another episode of Getting Back to Basics. Today we are out of water and we're hiking up a creek that we're camped next to as far as we can go. We need to find fresh water to continue the odyssey to the tip. So with 100 litres capacity of empty water bottles, water sacks, a fishing rod, we got to it. The plan was to keep the creek on our left and keep a consistent pace upstream. It was set to be an all-day hike. Our research and intel from a helicopter pilot suggested that at the top of this creek there would be a secluded, super remote, world-class waterfall. Heading through the thick scrub country for the last couple of hours, and we can hear running water. This is the bank of the creek here, just lined with beautiful hardwoods, paper barks, licuana palms. Oh wow, fresh water. This is a huge moment. Look at this. This right here is a huge moment in the expedition. Our first true find of really good quality, pure, that's so good, natural fresh water. What do you call that one, Gunzy?
Done a little quick spin cycle.
The bush washing machine. Quick stop over, have a shower, wash the clothes, have a big drink of water, load up about 100 litres. We've left all the water packs there. A couple of the boys have got rods. We're going to hike up the creek, see if there's any fish on the way, and if not, just enjoy walking through one of the most remote creeks that you'll ever find in Australia.
Just no mercy.
Oh!
Nice.
Jungly?
Jack?
Jungle perch!
Oh, really? He swallowed it.
Oh, has the colours on it. Upstream, upstream. just goes really, really shallow and then comes into these beautiful, big, deep, crystal clean holes. Freshest, cleanest water possible, full of jungle perch. But it's taken a lot longer than we thought. Because all the deeper sections we're doing our best not to walk through. Because even though it's unlikely that there's crocs in them, it's still possible and it's just a bit sketchy. One amazing spot after the next. So generally, if I saw anyone doing what I'm doing right now, walking in a body of water like this in Cape York, I'd tell them they're bloody mad. However, we have gone up a series, many over the last 6 hours, series of waterfalls, very high rock banks. So, and it's crystal clean and pretty shallow. So I feel very much safe here. Water's crystal clean. And yeah, safe of crocs, very much so. I've got a feeling we're gonna come to our destination in the next kilometre or so. Woo! There's honestly just waterfall, big pool, waterfall, big pool, waterfall, big pool, the whole way up with the most incredible native vegetation. But I'll tell you what, it's 2:15. We left camp at 9:30 and we're still yet to make it up to where we think the big falls are. Harder the hike, the better the view. Walked into yet another green ant's nest. Oh, they're everywhere. But I bite my tongue. But they're good tucker. We've all come together to come around the bend for the last couple hundred meters or so. We're just getting our first look at this really high escarpment and the falls. There we go. I think this spot deserves one, eh? What a worthy hike. To be having a freshwater swim right now is such a treat, especially with no risk of crocodiles. We were living off brackish water for a while there. 80% fresh, 20% salt. And now we're blessed with this. Look at that. So this is the dry season. Hasn't rained here for months and there's still this much water. You can only imagine what this would look like in the wet season. The whole way around to this escarpment would be a massive waterfall. And that there, without a doubt, is one of the most remote waterfalls in Australia, and we made it. The real big, non-waterproof, expensive camera.
$4,000 with a camera.
But worth it for the one shot. off into 2 creeks. And when we got to the falls we were just at, put the drone up, had a look around, check out the landscape, and it showed that there were not 1 but 2 incredibly beautiful waterfalls. We just walked up before we left to check out the second one, and it's just as bloody good. Look at that. The Likiwala palm forest. Huh. There's hundreds and hundreds. I'd say we're only 15 minutes off losing light now. It's just after 6 p.m. Safe to say we've got about 2 hours still to go in the hike, so I'm going to put the camera away. We're going to get stuck into it. So I thought it'd be a good time to wrap up the episode and just say it's been extraordinarily wild the last couple of days getting to this point. I'm really looking forward to the adventures that are still yet to follow. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, getting back to basics. And most importantly, I hope to see you out here. Made it back to camp, 8:30 p.m. and we got a fire.